FBI agents wield considerable authority, often surpassing that of regular police officers. However, even these federal agents are not immune to mistakes, and when they do occur, the consequences can be intriguing. Picture this. A man, unbeknownst to a team of approaching cops, is actually an undercover FBI agent about to find himself entangled in an unexpected turn of events. The cops assert that they have stopped the man because he bears a resemblance to a criminal they have an active warrant for.
He's harassing me. Why are you harassing me? You're assuming I'm someone I'm not.
Okay, if you're not, then
No.
you're not free to go. Okay.
Am I being detained?
Yeah, you are.
For what?
Because I think you have a warrant.
You think?
Yeah.
That's an illusion. That's an illusion. You think?
It's a clear violation of the legal requirement that law enforcement must have reasonable suspicion of a person's involvement in a crime before making an arrest. This situation already exceeds their rights, setting the stage for a confrontation with an undercover federal agent. The officers provide a rather loose reason for detaining the man, adding a chilling statement that if they are wrong, they are wrong.
I think you have a warrant.
You think?
Yeah.
That's an illusion. That's an illusion. You think?
This statement not only lacks professionalism but also poses a potential danger, indicating a willingness to use questionable logic in higher stakes situations, potentially jeopardizing public safety.
Watch how funny this is. Go ahead, look at it. No, don't hate me. Look at it. Oh, what does that say? What does that say?
The undercover agent produces an official FBI ID card, effectively proving that he is not the wanted individual. The dynamics of the encounter shift drastically as the officers, particularly one caught on camera, transition from making direct eye contact with the suspect to pointedly avoiding eye contact after glimpsing the official identification. The entire incident unfolds as a testament to the unprofessionalism displayed by the officers. Despite the officers' blunders, a silver lining emerges as they, at least, show a level of respect towards the undercover agent upon discovering his true identity. The encounter serves as a stark reminder of the delicate balance law enforcement must maintain, even when dealing with their federal counterparts. Agent Burke's encounter with local police took a distressing turn, culminating in a lawsuit against the very officers tasked with upholding the law. Dispatched to confiscate an illegally acquired firearm from a residence, Burke faced a series of unfortunate events that would lead to legal action. Upon reaching the house, instead of cooperation, Burke was met with hostility as the door was callously shut in his face.
Get on the ground now!
I'm a federal agent.
917-110-3.
To exacerbate matters, the residents opted to involve the police, providing them with Burke's badge number. In a perplexing twist, the law enforcement officers treated the situation not as an ATF agent on official duty, but as a potential break-in, casting Burke as the presumed criminal.
I'm a federal agent.
Get on the ground!
I'm a federal agent.
Why wouldn't you?
Refusing immediate orders to get on the ground, Burke's decision likely aimed at allowing the police to ascertain whether he was armed. While Burke, as a federal agent, asserted that he wasn't bound by municipal police orders, the situation spiraled into a contentious standoff.
You are the one making a mistake!
Face down, now! All the way down! All the way! All the way!
You got my IDs right here, left pocket. Left
And we're
pocket.
gonna put your arm on your back.
Wait a second.
Do not resist!
I'm not resisting.
You're acting like a
No,
moron!
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. No, don't do this. Wait a second. I got a medical condition. Get my license out of my pocket.
We're getting you secured first!
Please, wait. No. Hold on. I'm hyperventilating.
Despite Burke's belief in his non-threatening appearance, adhering to police orders could have de-escalated the situation, though this didn't transpire. Disturbing footage captures Burke repeatedly asserting his identity as an ATF agent on an official call, urging officers to retrieve his ID from his back pocket.
Please.
Get this kid.
I'm a federal agent. My God.
You have no idea what you are, acting the way you are.
Sir, I'm with you guys for Christ's sake. I'm a fucking federal agent.
Who's your supervisor? What's
Woo!
his name? What's your supervisor's name?
Even after glimpsing his identification, the officers maintained his arrest, escorting him to their patrol vehicle. The distressing saga continued with Burke's forceful placement into the vehicle. His pleas and medical condition explanations overridden by the officers. Remaining confined in the patrol vehicle for over an hour, Burke was eventually released without charges. Despite acknowledging that Burke's conduct may not have been flawless, he initiated legal action against the Columbus Police Department, citing excessive force and unlawful arrest. The ensuing lawsuit contends that the incident inflicted both physical and mental harm, resulting in Burke's removal from active duty, relegated solely to administrative and support roles. As of the current video upload, the case remains unresolved, highlighting the complexity and faults on both sides of this unfortunate encounter. In the peculiar case of Mac Proctor, a supposed undercover agent with an extensive knowledge of the law, the dynamics between law enforcement and citizens take an unexpected turn, shedding light on potential police misconduct. Mac found himself in a perplexing situation while parked in a private lot, awaiting a takeout order during his delivery driver shift. Although his vehicle wasn't in a designated spot, it didn't impede traffic flow, and he had momentarily left it unattended while picking up his food. Upon his return, Mac encountered a police officer who asserted that he was violating parking rules.
All right, Mr. Proctor. That is your last name.
Demonstrating his understanding of legal rights, Mac remained silent, responding appropriately to the officer's questions, especially those unrelated to criminal proceedings.
Everything okay?
Do I need to answer any of your
You don't
questions?
have to answer anything, dude.
Okay,
You don't have to. Lucky you stand here all day. I get paid either way.
Can you go ahead and finish your job?
And
And refraining from any confrontational remarks, the officer questioned why Mac appeared angry.
I can carry on.
what's it with the anger, dude?
I'm not angry.
You're not angry? You always talk to everybody like that?
I'm not angry.
Oh, okay.
I just want you to go ahead and wrap things up, please.
Oh, okay.
This incident raises the possibility that some officers may be accustomed to a command and control approach during interactions, and Mac's exercise of his rights might have caught the officer off guard.
Do you understand?
Am
why
I
it's
being
not-
detained?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
All right.
The officer informed Mac of his detainment for a parking violation, threatening a citation. However, the grounds for such an action were ambiguous, as Mac had not committed any apparent local, state, or federal violations. This situation becomes even more perplexing when considering that if the officer had observed Mac's vehicle obstructing traffic, a simple request to move it would have sufficed, avoiding unnecessary complications.
A long time ago.
What do I need to do for you to hand me my documents so I can
I'll
leave?
get you right now. I just want to know that you're okay, because usually I don't get people all this.
What do I need to do for you to hand me my documents so I can be on my way?
You're okay.
I don't need to answer any of your questions.
There we go again. Jesus Christ.
The officer's decision to detain Mac prevented him from promptly rectifying the alleged parking violation. Curiously, the interaction unfolded despite there being no clear basis for such intervention. The officer's surprise at Mac's assertiveness and the subsequent detainment raised questions about the nature of the encounter. In an unexpected twist, it was later discovered that Mac wasn't an actual federal agent or officer. Nevertheless, his knowledge of the law allowed him to navigate the situation successfully, emphasizing the importance of understanding one's rights in encounters with law enforcement. This case serves as a reminder of the complexities and potential pitfalls in interactions between citizens and those entrusted with upholding the law. In any encounter with the police, resisting is never advisable, but some individuals take it a step further. This couple not only collided with a police vehicle but also physically assaulted the officers. Consequently, both were arrested and found themselves incarcerated. There's a case involving an agitated mother who assaulted a policewoman without any apparent reason. An 80-year-old grandmother believes that laws don't apply to her due to her age. However, all these instances pale in comparison to Brenda, a woman who went to the extreme of firing a police officer's gun during her arrest. On a fateful day, Brenda entered a store wielding a gun and began a rampage, threatening everyone in her vicinity. Promptly, the police arrived at the scene, marking the beginning of our story.
By the men's room over there? Just go that way? No, go around that corner right there.
Put the gun down! Get out of the way! Everybody out of the store! Everybody out of the store! Put the purse down! Put the purse down! Put your hands on your head! Right now! Turn around!
Brenda's initial actions inside the store could fall into the categories of disturbing the peace or disorderly conduct with a weapon. However, what transpired later is of utmost seriousness.
Together. What do I do? We go in together, you guys.
Give it! God damn. Hammer.
88, get medical here now. We got shots fired.
Okay, I'm done. I'll stop. Let me up. I'll get up.
No, you don't move. You understand me?
Yes, sir. Sir, I won't hurt nobody.
Shooting and injuring a law enforcement officer constitutes a severe offense. Typically, such cases are prosecuted aggressively. Depending on the circumstances, this act may lead to charges of attempted murder or aggravated assault, the latter being classified as a Class 2 felony in Arizona when a deadly weapon is involved. Given Brenda's apparent detachment from reality and behavior hinting at a potential severe drug addiction or mental health crisis, it is highly likely that a comprehensive mental health evaluation will be mandated. This evaluation could play a pivotal role in her legal proceedings, influencing the determination of her competency to stand trial. As per eyewitness accounts, the entire situation seemed quite dramatic. Incidents involving firearms are inherently perilous, particularly when the individuals involved are emotionally distressed, as in Brenda's case. It's apparent that Brenda lacks a full understanding of the gravity of her situation and the chaos she has instigated.
Sir, I won't hurt nobody. I just need up. You guys got burned stuff. It hurts. Guys, I'll take out.
Where's the gun at? Where's the gun at?
You okay, babe?
Even the police officers themselves were taken aback upon discovering that she utilized an officer's official weapon, resulting in an injury to his arm. While one team remained with the wounded officer, awaiting assistance, others initiated the process of dealing with Brenda.
What did I do to you? I promise I'll cooperate with you. 100%. I promise you guys with all my heart.
What's in your hand?
Yes, sir.
Following the incident, Brenda was apprehended and faced charges of disorderly conduct with a weapon, resisting arrest, and attempted second-degree murder. Let's take a brief pause, shall we? A young woman named Aurora was seen swerving on the road, prompting a policewoman to pull her over to investigate. During the stop, Aurora unexpectedly reversed and collided with both a police car and a randomly parked vehicle. She asserts that the car moved backward on its own, leaving room for speculation on whether it was due to nervousness or another factor.
Are you guys injured at all?
We're not. I'm sorry. It was in park. I literally don't know why it was doing that. We have the emergency brake on. I don't know. We had it in park because we saw you coming over. We pulled it in park and it was rolling backwards. You can vouch.
Okay, you just hit a bunch of cars and us.
Yeah, we didn't hit any cars.
Yeah, you're crashing into a car right now.
We literally didn't hit.
You hit my car too. You're not going to be able to get out.
As the policewoman informed her that she couldn't depart from the accident scene, things swiftly started spiraling downhill.
I'm talking about you exiting the vehicle.
So what I'm asking though is, no, I'm being serious. I'm allowed to ask a cop a question about what we're doing. So am I driving this car away?
As of right now, you're not. I'm
Why?
Still talking to you.
So you can talk to me. What you're saying is that you want me to get out of the car and not drive my car away. What I would like to do is to be able to drive my car away so I can get to work in the morning.
The police officer now indicates that she needs to summon a tow truck to remove the car, and the situation is progressively intensifying.
I'm going to try and figure a way to get everyone out safely. I don't know how bad it is on that side, but you're not going to be able to get out.
I mean,
on that side.
We will be able to get out. Honestly, if you'll let us drive, I'm pretty sure we can drive away from this. Will probably be the best thing.
Nope, that's not going to happen.
How is it going to be any better if they tow me away? I'm going to have to get away from this car eventually.
No, I'm just going to have you guys step out of the car, just because I don't know if this car is safe to roll back.
You're going to tow this car over us hitting their mirror?
What initially seemed like a routine traffic stop is now on the brink of transforming into a chaotic situation. Now, let's delve into the specifics of what unfolded. Aurora, in a fit of rage, forcefully swung open the car door and struck the policewoman. Subsequently, she vehemently resisted arrest. To complicate matters further, her boyfriend exited the vehicle and reached towards the officers who were attempting to restrain Aurora. Consequently, they promptly subdued him as well. Despite being on the ground, he persistently resisted the officers' commands, leaving them uncertain about his intentions. To defuse the escalating situation, a taser was deployed, swiftly bringing things under control. Now, let's hear the accounts of the suspects regarding this incident. Both individuals are now headed to jail, and for now, our attention shifts to Aurora. A search of her car uncovered drug paraphernalia, a possession that is deemed illegal. The drug paraphernalia statute explicitly prohibits selling or offering drug paraphernalia for sale, using interstate facilities to transport such items, and importing or exporting drug paraphernalia. Furthermore, marijuana was discovered inside the car, shedding light on the potential reason behind Aurora's nervous demeanor during the encounter with the police. Ultimately, Aurora found herself facing charges of resisting and obstructing an officer, categorized as a misdemeanor.
Do not hit! I'm not taking it! You just hit! That's not what happened!
Additionally, she was charged with a felony for battery threat to an officer. Now shifting to our next case, the central figure is a distressed woman who had been reaching out to the police repeatedly, claiming that her ex-husband had kidnapped their son. At the onset of the police intervention, her behavior took an inappropriate turn as she accused the policewoman without providing any substantiated arguments.
Never spoken to you before.
2 days ago, I can pull up my fucking
We're not
computer.
working.
Well, I can show you 2 days ago, but she was not, but she's the one that responded.
I did not respond, ma'am. I've never been here.
I can promise you, she wasn't there 2 days ago.
However, her actions toward the police officer took a more aggressive turn, resulting in a significant charge.
I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna get a recording. Hold on.
Do not.
Oh, no, don't push me that hard.
Do
I
not.
need a recording. Don't
You are-
ever fucking touch me like this again. Phone for a question.
You're not gonna
no.
keep putting your hands
Stop.
in my face.
No, I'm not going to. I'm gonna get
You
my
are.
phone. No, I'm not. He's
No,
hurting
right now,
me.
who's hurting you?
He just did. Over here. Help.
Okay.
He pushed me hard.
You
I
need
was talking to you.
back up, and you won't get pushed again.
The conduct of the woman left the police officers genuinely taken aback, as it proved challenging to discern her exact intentions. While she mentioned calling them due to concerns about her son, she failed to provide any specific information that could assist the police in their investigation.
So if you call back again, it's us that's coming out here.
That's fine.
Okay,
Thank you.
so if you don't need our help, don't call us.
Well, guess what? I will call because
Okay, well, if you call,
There's
it's
calls-
us coming out. Okay?
then do your
Ma'am, if you call, it's us coming out.
ready. Then do your fucking job. Touch me again.
Her actions became increasingly irrational. She exhibited scars on her chest, asked the officers to leave her residence, engaged in arguments, and even confronted them directly.
Touch me again.
Ma'am,
Stop, please.
back up.
Stop touching me. I just got a fucking surgery, and you're fucking touching me when I fucking can't fucking feel anything.
A course of action that wasn't prudent. However, this was only the beginning.
By the way,
Do you want to
understand
figure out what's
he
going on with
tashed
your
me
son or not?
twice?
Do you need help figuring out
Do
what's
you
going on with your son?
understand?
Do you need help?
Back up your shit right now.
Her aggression escalated further.
Back
Don't
up, ma'am.
fucking touch
Back
me.
up, ma'am.
You're touching me. Stop.
Hands on your back. Hands on your back.
The woman's actions, including inappropriate exposure of body parts, screaming, and rolling on the ground, strongly suggested that she was grappling with poor mental health and in need of assistance. Despite several attempts by the police to calm her down, her erratic behavior led to her arrest.
Hurting me. Stop touching me.
Have a seat.
She's touching me.
Down, calm
I
down.
just had a fucking surgery.
Are you okay?
I just had a surgery. Am I okay? No, she keeps fucking hurting me.
Get in the
Once placed in the police car, the situation took a more alarming turn as she physically attacked a female officer by kicking her in the head.
Nicole, are you okay?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah. I'm not bleeding, right?
No, I don't think so.
Later on, she got charged with assaulting a cop. However, if you think that what this lady did was bizarre, this does not compare to what this elderly woman did, just because she thought she was excused by the law for her old age.
That's what I have, okay? I have insurance, okay?
Okay.
I have insurance. Yes, I do.
Okay, you don't have to get upset.
Yeah, I am upset because
Okay.
why are you stopping me?
I told you multiple times why I stopped you.
Displaying an entitled attitude can only exacerbate what could have been a straightforward situation.
How much have you had to drink today?
Not much.
Okay. I can smell the odor of alcoholic beverage coming from you.
Well,
How
like
much have
a
you
long
had?
time ago, I had like one drink. Did I have one drink? One drink like 3 hours ago.
I'm right here. Face me. Are you able to stand by yourself?
Yes, I am.
Because you're having some trouble standing, so I'm a little concerned.
You know what? Because I'm like, I have like the worst fucking day you could ever fucking imagine, okay? Whatever. I had one drink. One drink. And you know what? If those people serve one drink that's so fucking strong, that's not my problem.
Right from the beginning of the stop, the lady exhibited signs of dissatisfaction and minor aggression. However, what transpires next is truly astonishing. You wouldn't expect someone of her age to be so combative and resistant.
I'm gonna have you walk 9 heel-to-toe steps down a line in front of you.
I can't. I'm 80 years old.
Okay.
I can't fucking do that, okay?
How about I demonstrate? Hang on 1 second, ma'am. Ma'am. Hang on. Nope. Hey. You're not done.
I just did
I'm
it.
trying to explain the test.
Even resorting to physically striking a police officer.
What? What do you want?
I'm trying to explain it, and if you can be patient, I
No.
can explain it, and then you
No.
can decide if you
No.
want to do it.
Stop resisting, police! Stop! Hey, don't!
Stop.
The behavior of this grandmother seems to have no limits. At one juncture, she even fainted, only to regain composure and continue her assault on the police.
Come on. Do you need an ambulance? Ma'am, do you need an ambulance?
We have rescuers.
Ma'am. Stop.
Stop it! Okay, if you kick me, you're gonna get a charge. You need to stop! You need to stop, okay? Stop! What's wrong with you? What are you doing? What the f*** are you doing?
Now that she's in custody and on her way to the station, if you believed her rampage had concluded, you would be mistaken.
Stop kicking the car! Put your foot down. Put your foot down, okay? Put your foot down, ma'am. Or we're it's gonna break the plastic.
Honestly, it's quite astonishing to witness the actions of this grandmother. Dealing with unknown faces and criminals is part of a cop's job, but what if the one breaking the law is a friend? Let's delve into 3 instances where this happened. In a small town where everyone knows each other, Buck, despite not having a valid license, gets pulled over by the town sheriff, who claims to have seen him driving his Chevy pickup. Buck's explanation is that a friend was driving but ditched him near a lake, leaving him with no option but to drive back home.
The person that was driving this truck just jumped out over there on goddamn Lake Morality, and goddamn, I had no other way to get it here, buddy. I swear to God, I'm not going to drive it no more. I promise you.
The officer points out that Buck could have called someone with a license, emphasizing that we are in the 21st century and communication is readily available.
I had to get it out of the road, bro. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Leaving the road waiting for traffic to hit?
Let Kevin or someone with a license pull it off.
However, Buck remains unhappy, seemingly resistant to accepting the straightforward solution. The short-lived police chase adds another charge to Buck's list. Despite the chase not lasting very long, it becomes the talk of the town, given the close-knit community. Part of the struggle on the ground had to be cut, but the cops reported that Buck resisted so hard they had to deploy a taser to calm him down. When Buck was fully restrained and handcuffed, he was taken to the officer's patrol vehicle, driven back to the station, all while expressing his anger.
You've been driving. You know you ain't supposed to.
Man, god damn, dude. That's all y'all just want me to get. Y'all after me, bro. This is the 3rd time, bro, in a week y'all pulled that truck over.
It ain't the first time. It's the first time Michael stopped that truck.
So why would you? I mean, look, I was at my house, bro. I mean, you see me at the house, bro. I mean, I told you the truth, and you were still gonna take me to jail, bro. That's crazy.
Seeing you behind the wheel, I'm not explaining anymore, but.
On the way back, Buck decides to make the conversation personal, highlighting the emotional intensity of the situation.
Just like the rest of them, I'm turning it straight fucking. That's crazy, bro. That's all right though. Every dog's got its day. Every dog's got its day.
Despite the dramatic events, the officer gives Buck's friend a misdemeanor charge, worth just a couple of months in jail. However, the next case involves suspects who didn't receive the same treatment. It wasn't just a civilian caught breaking the law, it was also their cop friend, making the situation more complex and potentially severe. Moving on to Petra Edgerton's case takes an unexpected turn when she gets pulled over for a broken brake light.
Hello, how you doing? Reason I stopped you is your right brake light is out.
The cop, however, quickly notices a police badge around her neck. This triggers suspicion.
Who do you work for?
The cop doesn't recognize Petra as a fellow officer.
So did you stop me because my right brake light is out?
Yeah.
Or did you stop me to ask me who I work for?
Well, I'm asking you both.
And driving around in a broken car adds to the unusual circumstances.
DCS.
What?
DCS.
DCS. What's DCS?
You don't know what
Department of Children's Services?
Sensing something is off, the cop decides to delve deeper into the situation.
See your license then? Do you have your badge on you? Like your ID badge?
ID badge for
Being a police officer.
my ID. See, this is what you're asking me all those questions.
Right.
Saying you stop me for my right brake light.
At this point, the brake light issue becomes the least of the cop's worries. It's challenging to define how an off-duty officer should behave, making the situation more complex.
So, if you're a police officer, you understand what probable cause is, right?
So what's the problem with that?
Your right brake light's out.
Petra's defensive behavior, closed-off attitude, and vague answers to questions that a real cop would easily handle raise red flags.
Look, long story short, I just want to know who you work for.
Okay. And that's the issue. Why do you want to know who I work for?
Because I've never seen you around here before. You're not a police officer that works here.
The cop realizes that an off-duty officer should be able to provide simple information, such as the name of the department and supervisor, within a couple of minutes. Petra's defensiveness, turning the situation into a personal matter, adds to the suspicion.
So, are you a police officer or are you not a police officer?
So because a black person walks into a store with a badge and a gun is an issue.
It's apparent that Petra doesn't grasp the gravity of her actions. Minutes earlier, she was seen inside a store using her badge and gun to get free food, a clear case of not just cop impersonation but also theft.
Because you never seen me before?
I don't recognize you.
What they got to do with me and where I work?
Are you a police officer or you're not a police officer?
Not a police officer.
You're not a police officer? So why would you go into Quick Trip and get free food with your badge and gun?
Because I'm an officer. You don't have to be a police officer to go in there. I've been doing it for 3 years.
You're an officer with who? You're an officer with who?
That I don't work here. That's the issue that I'm having.
So you're not a certified police officer.
It's not probable cause. It's a personal thing. Because you've never seen me walk in that store. You followed me out the store, got in your car, seen that I had a brake light out, and decided to pull me over for my brake light. Did I steal from
Are you yeah, if you're not a police officer.
I did not steal from you. I went up to the register, spoke to the guy that works there, and told him I had a drink.
So you're presenting yourself as a police officer with your badge and your gun on the side.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
The cop decides to call the Department of Child Services, DCS, to confirm his suspicions.
Who is your supervisor?
Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but what does that have to do with my brake light?
I've got DCS on the phone. They say you don't work there. So who's your supervisor?
Instantly, it becomes clear that Petra is not who she claims to be. Realizing the suspect has some knowledge of policing, she remains silent. The cop shifts attention to the passenger, who, up to this point, has stayed silent. When asked for her ID, the passenger's response surprises the cop.
I have one of your employees here, Brandy Green. She was with her friend, Petra Edgerton. They decided that Brandy decided that she was going to give Petra her badge and her gun to go into Quick Trip and get some food. So I pulled them over for a broken taillight. Petra was driving. She had the badge on and the gun on. When I pulled them over, she identified herself as a DCS officer and then later admitted to not being a DCS officer. And your employee, Brandy Green, admitted to giving her the gun and the badge to go into Quick Trip to get the free food.
Leading to further revelations about Petra and her cop impersonation, resulting in felony charges. Finally, on New Year's Day 2021, when Officer Brooke Shutterly arrives at the scene of a car crash, she quickly realizes that the person at the wheel isn't just her supervisor, but also a good friend, Corporal Scott Bertzik.
He didn't want to do an information exchange?
No, he does. Now I found it.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Given their familiarity, Brooke and Scott are comfortable with each other. Curiously, Scott openly admits fault, providing a detailed account of how the incident unfolded.
So,
Yeah, reached out for my lighter, slammed into his.
Cool.
No, not really.
Not really.
Before proceeding further, Brooke decides to check with the base to ensure there are no issues with her handling the case involving her friend.
Give me a second, because I'm going to call Priester and see if he needs me to do anything special since it's one of us. Hey, this crash, it's been a long time since I've worked a crash with one of us in it, so... No, he's not on duty. He's in his POV. But I just didn't want there to be any, like, conflict of interest type issues. Alright, that was it. I just want to make sure. Alright, bye.
The green light is given, and she continues with the investigation. However, her initial approval is given a second thought when she observes something troubling.
Birdie, you giving me some indicators?
Oh.
Listen.
Woman.
Listen. Valdez is coming out just to... I'm not going to lie to you about it.
She's on her way?
Yeah, she's on her way.
It becomes evident that Scott is under the influence of something, evident from his slurred speech, slowed reactions, and slight loss of motor control. Brooke is increasingly convinced that he's been drinking. In this situation, Scott transitions from being her supervisor to a suspect in the case, and the fact that he's drunk and likely unpredictable poses a significant threat, especially to a female officer.
Please don't make my life difficult.
I would never do that to you.
Okay. I'm very uncomfortable right now.
And I apologize for putting you in that position.
Okay.
Are you on?
Yes. Yes, I am. And I'm going to remain on
Fair enough.
Because integrity.
Another officer arrives at the scene, and the investigation moves forward with sobriety tests lasting over 10 minutes.
You may begin the test.
One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9.
While only a few seconds are shown, it's clear that Scott's condition is not favorable. The overwhelming evidence prompts the officers to conclude that Scott had been drinking that night, leading to the decision to put him in cuffs, a development he strongly protests.
There's things that we can do to fix this, but
It is for my kids, my family, everything.
Despite Scott's typically polite and respectful demeanor, he faces a severe sentence compared to most criminal cops. With a blood alcohol level of 0.156, he is charged with driving under the influence and damaging property. The penalty includes fines, community service, substance abuse, and DUI classes, a 6-month suspension of his driver's license, a lawsuit from the other driver with a settled cash agreement, a week-long suspension without pay, and a last chance agreement, implying one more mistake would result in termination. These cases underscore the fact that even cops can sometimes overlook the rules, creating unexpected and challenging situations for both officers and their friends. The human element in law enforcement, with all its imperfections, is a crucial aspect to consider when evaluating the challenges faced by those tasked with upholding the law.